Hi, I'm Dr. Mary Mann Simon, and I'm in a space that is very familiar to you and your children, but in an unfamiliar time, a time of change and when everything is kind of chaotic. Mrs. Wallace and her staff have done a fabulous job of staying in contact with you and connecting with you through a variety of means, even doing a sweet, yummy sheep treat for a snack. So what I'm going to do is just share 5 quick child development tips that might reduce the stress for you in these stressful days. First, monitor media. This is so important at this time when children are exposed to so many potentially scary images on television. When they do see something on TV of people walking around with masks and people in ventilators, always look for the helpers. Those are words you might have grown up with from Mr. Rogers, but look for the people who are helping and then turn off the TV or whatever media you're using. Second, your child is a concrete thinker. That means he knows what he can taste and touch and smell and see. So when you're pulling out the jars of peanut butter to make yet another peanut butter sandwich, say, yes, I've got 2 more jars on the shelf, so we'll have a lot of peanut butter to eat. Or when you're scooping out that ice cream, ask, how many ice cream cones do you think I can make from this ice cream? That will give your child a visual, concrete example of how you are keeping him safe. You don't have to say, look at all these things I'm doing to keep you safe. Your child is experiencing how you are keeping him safe. Third, follow your child's lead. You know, these days, kids are in control of very few things. I mean, we know how it feels to be out of control. Just think of how few things your child can control. He doesn't control when he goes to bed, when he gets up, when he eats lunch, or anything else. So when you can follow your child's lead, that generally works better to reduce the potential of stressful situations. If it means he plays with his cars for 30 seconds longer, it probably won't matter. So let your child have some leadership, and you'll watch stressful situations be reduced. Next, read the nonverbal clues, and there are a couple sides to this one. Young children, as you know, are not emotionally literate. They don't have the words to know the difference, the nuances of meaning between being sad and frustrated and angry and unhappy. They don't know exactly what word to use to say how they're feeling. That means we need to pay really close attention to their nonverbal clues. Now, you are your child's best teacher, and you know your child better than anybody else. So tap into those nonverbal clues that your child is giving you, even if he doesn't have the right words to call how he's feeling. But the other side of this is that your child reads emotions. Even if your child is not a reader yet, he reads emotions. He can tell exactly how you're feeling. You know this, it happens all the time. So be sure you're honest with those feelings, but communicate them in developmentally appropriate ways that match your child's needs at the time. Next, maintain those routines. You know how we're all feeling these days when everything is up in the air, when there's something changing every few minutes. We get a great deal of security out of our routines and our rituals. Whenever possible, maintain those for your child. You know, it might be that daddy's home all the time. but the toys still need to be put on the shelf. It might be that mom is home a lot, or working in the office, or on the phone a lot. But you still need to put dirty clothes in the hamper. Maintain those routines. Tap into the rituals that your child has brought from Zion Early Childhood Learning Center. We pray before snacks. Let your child lead those prayers. Maintain those routines. Hopefully, it won't be long before we're all back in this space, before your children are here in church. One of the things that can give us great comfort is knowing that God has gone before us in this road. We can take a long-term view. We can see far down the path, beyond tonight, beyond tomorrow, beyond the next day. This too will end. As we go through this time, remember that Zion is here for you. Mrs. Wallace and her empathetic staff are here to walk this road with you. Zion is a family sharing Christ. We are all a part of God's family, walking this road together. So much is different, but so much is still the same. I love this little prayer. No matter what I'm feeling at night or through the day, help me, dear God, remember, you'll listen while I pray. When you feel the weight of the world on your shoulders, look around, turn around. That's God's hand on your shoulder. God is ready to lift that load from you. Because no matter what I'm feeling, at night or through the day, help me, dear God, remember, you'll listen when I pray. I'm Dr. Mary Mann Simon.